Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to do a thick water spiral. Smooth out as many wrinkles as you can, decide where you want the center of your spiral to be, give it a little pinch, and using the microwave splatter guard and hemostat, I'm going to create the spiral. So I click the hemostat down on the first click. It does not need to be overly tight. You don't want to tear a hole in your project. And I give it 2 or 3 twists. And then with the opposite hand, I'm creating the pleats, making the spiral. And I go around and around doing this until I can't go any farther with the splatter guard. I unclick the hemostat, hold down the center of the spiral, and gently wiggle the hemostat out. And then I'm just going to simply secure it by using my second favorite rubber bands. Now, you do not need to use a splatter guard to make a spiral. You can do them the good old-fashioned way. The reason I use a splatter guard is because I prefer the look of a pleated spiral. And this is as close and as fast as I can do it without actually creating a pleated spiral. If you don't have the splatter guard, that's okay. You also don't need to use a hemostat. You can just pinch it with your fingers and go. And then I like to pull on the loose tails, tucking them into the nearest rubber band. And hey Greg, I just want to point this out. Notice how I pull the tails towards me. I notice you pull them away from you. That could be making it a little more difficult for you. So this is going to be a quick 2-minute microwave method. So I'm placing the tank top down inside of this container that I got from my Tulip 2-minute tie-dye kit. And I do have a full-length tutorial on it, so I recommend that you go ahead and check that out. And now I'm just marking out my pattern using a washable marker. And that lovely sinew puller is the new hexagon-shaped sinew pullers. And you can find those at Etsy, Boredom with Jen Shop. She also has a new website, so if you Google Boredom with Jen Shop, you'll be able to find these sinew pullers. Now I'm using thick water to hold the white space, and I have a full tutorial on what thick water is about, so I recommend that you find that tutorial before asking me a bunch of questions. If the tutorial does not explain what thick water is, I will be happy to try to answer some questions. And then I'm just going to add my dye. Next, I'm going to close the container and I'm going to take it to a 1000-watt microwave and microwave it on high for 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'm going to let it rest anywhere from 15 to 60 minutes. It's extremely hot, so you need to let it cool down. And then secondly, it gives it a little bit of time to batch. You can even let it sit all afternoon if you'd like. It's totally up to you. So now it's time for the rinse out, and you want to start by using cold water to rinse away any soda ash that might still be reacting within the fabric. And in this case, I think there's quite a bit because it's only batched for, a couple of hours. Then you want to increase your water up to hot and rinse until the water runs pretty much clear. From here, I take it to the washing machine and I use Kiralon, a professional textile detergent, in a hot water cycle. And then I like to finish off doing a hot water cycle using Millsoft, which is a professional fabric softener. And that's not a necessary step, it's just something that I like to do. And I get both of those from Dharma Trading Company, and there are links down below in the description box, along with everything else that I use for tie-dye, so make sure you check that out. And then I put it in the dryer, and we'll come back and we'll see the results. Well, here it is, guys, and I think it turned out super cute. I love this color combination, and I've been wanting to try it for a while now, but I just don't liquid dye that often, so it just took me forever to get around to it. The lime pop did split down into some of this turquoise, and I think it looks really pretty. And I'm not sure if that's because of the microwave method or if it's because the dye is like a month old. It's probably because the dye is a month old. So the thick water held the white space nicely, and that's what it was intended to do. I didn't want the colors running into each other. And as I mentioned before, I've got a tutorial on how to mix thick water. I have tutorials showing me use thick water. So please go and check those out, like I said, and I'm more than happy to answer questions from there if you still, aren't quite sure what thick water is all about. And then the microwave method, when you're in a rush, which I was with this one, I just wanted to get it finished and look at it. I was excited. It's a great method to have. I don't recommend using it all the time. It's not the traditional way of doing things. But like I said, when you're in a rush, it's good information to have. So overall, I think this tank top is really cute. What do you guys think? Please leave me some comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up, and click the bell and set it to all. That way you get notified of future uploads. And remember, have fun tie-dyeing!